Hey guys, welcome back to Emlyn in the Mix. Today we're going to be looking at the fantastic brand new MPE MIDI Polyphonic Expression soft synthesizer from Roli, Equator 2. Yes, it's the brand new updated version of Equator, and this thing looks absolutely amazing. So we're going to explore it today, mainly exploring the presets. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, please make sure to like the video, hit subscribe, and check out other videos that are on the channel that may be of interest for you. Also, check out the Emlyn in the Mix podcast, where I do overviews on audio, software, and hardware, studio music technology. All right, without further ado, what is so special about Equator 2? Let's get stuck into it. You're on Emlyn in the Mix. Alright guys, so here we have, you can see Equator 2 up here on the screen, looking really impressive. I'm just gonna sort of sit it there in the center. So when you look at this, it can look a little bit overwhelming, but actually it's pretty straightforward. So the first things that you should probably know here is you've got these 3 pages up the top here. So you got your synth, you've got your routing, and then you've got your effects. And that's pretty much all you would need to know if you just wanted to navigate around this soft synthesizer. They did make it basic, but they also made it so you can, if you're an expert synthesis dude, you can get right in there and you can adjust every single parameter. I don't know why I said synthesis dude, I thought that was funny. Anyway, so you got your routing and your effects and your synth here as well. I'm gonna be playing across 2 MIDI controllers today. I don't actually own any of the Roli hardware, but we're going to just play around with the MIDI and mainly just show off the presets. Probably one of the key things about this soft synth though is that it utilizes MPE to the absolute max. This soft synth has the most comprehensive MPE preset list out on the market. Now, if you don't know what MPE, it is basically the new, improved and updated version of MIDI. It essentially stands for MIDI Polyphonic Expression, which I think I said at the start of this video, and it more or less allows for more control over all of the parameters at any single one time, and it's very expressive, hence the name MIDI Polyphonic Expression. All right, well, let's get stuck into it. So here we've got our first preset, and I'll just pull out my keyboard here. It's just below me. All right, let's go for it. Yeah, it's a really organic, lovely sounding synth. I'm just going to turn my volume up here. Now, you can't see this on the camera, but I do also have my MPE controller here. So you can hear I can do some pitch bending and some very instrumentally type things. And especially on a preset like this, which really has a bit of a sitar-y sound, well, hence it is a sitar preset, but you're getting that really acoustic, organic sort of sound. Let's rampage through the presets. I don't know why we're rampaging through them, we just are. That's pretty much the same preset, but what you do have, actually, one thing I do want to mention with this particular soft synth is if you have a look here, you can see all your presets, right? And then you'll notice you've got this little blue icon, you got the little orange icon. Now what they indicate is that the blue icon indicates that it's MPE active, which means you can use your MPE. We're going to be saying that a lot in this video. You can use your MIDI Polyphonic Expression controller and you'll be able to get all that 5th dimensional effect going. But with these little orange icons, that just merely indicates that it's MIDI only, which means for my little MIDI keyboard here, I'm only going to be able to do MIDI expression, the boring old MIDI expression, I guess you could say. All right, let's keep going through our presets here, and we'll go back to the synth engine so we can just see what's going on. It's got a lovely big wave in the middle, you can see here. So you can sort of see what it's doing, which is really nice. In all honesty, I know we haven't got to the end of this video and I haven't even shown you barely any of the presets, but this is probably the most cutting edge and innovative soft synth to come out this year. Actually, there hasn't been a lot in the way of soft synth releases this year. Last year, 2019, we were given plenty of them, but this year there hasn't been that many, and it's really nice that Roli have turned up with the goods just in time, actually, as we get to the end of 2020. Really nice organic sounds. Like, I'm really impressed, actually. Got some arpeggiator type things. That's a really nice preset. I like that. Let's keep going through. We'll go through as many as we can here for you guys. Here's a string steel guitar. That's pretty cool. Now this is where the MPE controller will probably come in nicely. Yeah, they've got an MPE version of this. As you can see, when I clicked the preset there, it went to the blue icon. So I'm just gonna play a little bit on the MPE enabled controller. Oh, look, I'm not a guitar player, so you'll have to forgive me, but I guess it gives a bit more of a realism a feel, because, you know, when you're playing the guitar, or for those of you that can actually play the guitar, unlike me, you'll know that when you sort of, you know, pluck the strings, there's a bit more of an organic sort of sensation when you're playing guitar, unlike when you're hitting the keys, which is just an on-off note. And you really get that sensation when you have some MPE enabled MIDI controllers. It sounds like you could do some pretty amazing Chinese sounding music actually with that. As you can see, it's just incredible the amount of expression that this soft synth actually has. Let's just keep going through. We've got a 90s chord. I love chords. I haven't heard this one yet, so I'm excited. What do we got? That's mad. Got the slow attack. Yeah, it does sort of remind me of sort of like a 90s, maybe early Prodigy or something like that. That's pretty cool. What about 90s dance piano? Cool. Probably up a bit higher in my octave. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. The expression wheel is actually controlling the LFO. So you can hear that. All I'm doing is playing with, I'll just pull my keys out a bit more. All I'm doing is playing essentially with the expression wheel. That's beautiful. I can get some, if you're into your 90s house, that could be the one. 90s rave lead. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, this is my era, man. This is the stuff I love. I love 90s rave. That is really cool. I'm really gonna enjoy that. 90s res chord, that's awesome. With the LFO on it, oh, I love it. Guys, what we have here is an extremely expressive soft synth Softsynth. It is unbelievable. It has so much control over, as you can see, all the parameters here. We haven't even gone into, you've got macros here as well, so you could even set these up on your MIDI controller, and they should essentially just some form or parameter. There you see I played with those macros there. And you might be thinking, oh wow, you know, most soft synths have macros. I mean, yeah, they do. But the cool thing is here, you've all got it. It's very neatly tucked into this synth page here. And you can just sort of see everything that I need to get to. Got all my LFOs down here. If you want to activate them all, you can. You've got my ADSR here. You know, just everything's here, very visible. It's nice to be able to see the waveform and what it's doing and how it's reacting to the sound. And the presets are the bomb. And I dare say, look, and unfortunately I didn't have it for this video, but if you had a Roli Seaboard, I think you could go to absolute town with this thing. I want to get my Sensor Morph program to really utilize all that fifth dimension that I was talking about. I mean, obviously you can hear I can pretty much do pitch bending, but I mean I can do that on my normal MIDI controller too. Maybe not in the same sort of expression, but it can be done. But the presets, look, we could be here all day. There is so many presets. You can see we only got to the numbers. You can see I'm scrolling down here. It is never ending. I think it was only like 7 gigs, so it wasn't like huge sample library of presets. But I mean, 7 gig is pretty hefty. But you know, we're not talking like you know, 200 gig or something like that Native Instruments comes with. It's really nice. That's a beautiful sort of monophonic sounding bass there. And then again, I've got the MPE enabled preset of that, you know. Just awesome, like seriously freaking awesome. You get that fifth dimension on the MIDI. Back in the 1980s keys. It's all there, guys. All the presets, all the sounds you've ever wanted. This is honestly, this is becoming my most loved soft synth of 2020. Seriously, hands down. Well done to Roli. Just really good sounds. They're so good. Like the sounds are high quality. They're not crappy. They're not just, you know, afterthoughts. They're actual good presets. Every single one of them. Damn it, I'm angry. No, I'm just kidding. Even the strings and pads are beautiful. I mean, I have noticed in recent times that soft synths strings and pad sections are just getting phenomenal. Like, just awesome. Seriously, a lot went into this. The guys at Roli have achieved quite a milestone with this. This soft synth sort of came out of nowhere for me. I wasn't really expecting it. I wasn't really aware of the first iteration of Equator. So to me, this is all pretty new. For those of you who are Equator users, you know, this will be a bit of an upgrade for you as well, judging by what has been updated and changed. And yeah, I don't even know the number of presets you got here, but there is an insane amount. Now, if you're on this page here of preset searching, obviously you have all your search functionality here as well. And the effects section's really easy to use. I know we didn't go into it much here, but just quickly I'll show you. You can just click on it. You'll get all your different effects here. You can choose total reverb, boom. Got my preset. That's already got the effect applied to it. Wow. And then I can add things like bit crushing. You know what I mean? Like it's very straightforward. That all sits together. I got a filter, low pass or whatever I want to have. Put a bit of drive on that filter. More resonance. You want it to squelch a bit more. You know the drill. Pretty straightforward. So they just all sit there as you wish. I think you can just throw them out like that. I'm not sure actually. Oh, maybe that's where I can move them to. See if we can find one more pretty interesting one for the video here. What do we got? That's awesome. That sounds so cool. Slow release pad, slow attack and release pad. Beautiful. Alright guys, well look, I think that's pretty much gonna wrap up my quick overview here. I mean, we could literally spend all day going through these presets, but hopefully you get an idea just from this video on how bloody good this Softsynth sounds. And then again, if you actually use this Softsynth with an MPE controller, you're gonna be absolutely taken away to another dimension. I know I've said dimension and MPE so much, but it literally is. You have so much expressive control with these controllers, and this Softsynth utilizes all of that technology. It is astounding. It has really good sound, you got really good expressiveness. This is a Softsynth to get, in my opinion. It literally came out of nowhere for me, but I'm absolutely blown away. This is probably my favorite Softsynth of 2020. I know there wasn't much competition, but even hell, I'll put 2019 and 2020 together, and this trumps even my favorite 2019 Softsynths. Oh, there was some good ones, but this is up there, guys. Anyway, if you haven't already, go check out Equator 2. It has an intro price. The intro price is only $99. I'm not employed or getting paid by Roli. I just think it's a really good Softsynth, and that's why I'm wording it up so much. Alright guys, well look, thank you so much for joining me and listening to me ramble on about it, and hopefully this video delivered and gave you an overview of how this thing actually performs and sounds. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining me on Emlyn Mix. Don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix podcast just here. I think we're gonna have it here, I don't know. And till next time guys, subscribe to the video and like it if you liked it, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace out. Boom.